hopefully it won't come down too hard because the Braden Aboud Memorial Run Walk turns 10 this weekend. More than 10,000 people are already signed up to participate, which is likely to break a record. Now, this is video from last year's Run Walk. The festivities get underway at 7:30. The race itself is at 8. And there will be some closures we want to warn you about. The race begins and ends at Zach White Elementary School. The area around the intersection of Riverbend Drive and Roxbury Drive will be closed to traffic. All right, joining us now is Gary Aboud, Braden's father.
Hi, Ashley.
Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks. My pleasure.
So, just to give people some background, your 14-year-old son,
Right.
he died in 2007
That's correct.
from a skiing accident.
He did.
And you have turned his death into a way to give back to the community.
Right. I think we wanted to make sure that his life was significant. We wanted to create a purpose for him and give back to the community.
And this year, almost 11,000 people signed up. My goodness.
Yeah, it keeps growing. I think we started out in 2007 with about 800, and we've jumped to about 11,000.
Why is it so popular? Why do you think?
You know, I think the reason it's really gotten popular the last few years is that we have worked very, very closely with the school districts in town. We have an incentive program for these school districts, and the kids, they come as organizations, and we give them money back for their projects and their sporting activities and whatever needs they have. So if they bring a certain number of kids, we give money back to them. There's absolutely no making money on this particular event. It all goes back.
Who's making up this big crowd? I mean, I'm sure we have the runners, the professional runners who just love to race. Right. Students, teachers, would you say? People involved with the school district?
It all walks of life, to be honest with you, on both sides of the border as well. It's a regional event.
Really? That's great.
It is a chip time event for those who are running. It is the largest competitive youth run in the United States, actually. And it's made up of all sorts. Kids in the 8 and 9 age bracket, and we have runners that are in their 80s actually out there competing. So, and then we also have a walk as well. It's a 5K walk and a one mile walk as well.
Okay, so give us the details. It's going to begin at 7:30. The race begins at 8 o'clock.
Right. The race starts at 8, but the crowd is going to be very, very large. And we have a few more challenges this year with parking, but I think we're going to work out pretty well. We have the Sergeant Major's Academy. It's helping us out there with 50 of their men with parking. And it starts at 8 o'clock at Zach White, next door to the Braden Aboud. Yeah, Braden Aboud Park is right next door to that on Riverbend in the Upper Valley.
So you want people to just meet there?
Absolutely, and we'll direct you. We have about 125 volunteers working just parking. So we've got about 400 or 500 volunteers for this run walk.
Awesome.
It's huge. It's got really big.
It's a fundraiser, and you're supporting schools, you're supporting students. That's great.
Yeah, the fundraiser, just touch on it really quick, we do a shoe giveaway at least one time a year to schools that we identify as disadvantaged, working through the school districts in town. We just finished a shoe giveaway with LBJ. We've given away over 6,000 pairs of shoes over the years.
That's great.
We also have a blanket drive. We have scholarships. We have an endowment at UTEP for athletes. The list just goes on and on. Backpack giveaway. We do something all year long.
It's really grown.
Yeah,
congratulations.
It
Are you going to be out there?
Oh, of course I have to. Of course. I'll be pulling my hair out here shortly. It's crunch time, but I'll be out there, absolutely.
So can people just show up, or do they need to sign up somewhere? Do they need to get with you?
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's getting really close to closing the registration period. Last night was the last night for online registration, but we do have registration going through 5 o'clock today, and then tomorrow at the Jack in the Box on Red Road. There's packet pickup, but you can also register between 9 and 1 o'clock.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Mr. Aboud, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks
Good luck.
for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, and let's go ahead and turn